less than 20% of Christians have read through the whole Bible. You can kind of tell why this is a concerning low percentage because us as Christians, our whole basis of our beliefs is based on the Bible. So it is extremely important for us to understand what the Bible says so we can understand it and be able to share our faith with other people when they ask questions about it to us. So I've come up with 6 points to reading the Bible fast for the first time. When I first started reading the Bible, I had always wanted to read through it all, and then after I read through it all, read any kind of book I want in it, just depending on where I feel God's leading me to. But I wanted to read through the whole Bible first, and so I would try doing the Bible in a year plan, Bible in 2 year plan. I failed it every single time. I could never stick with it. I would always get extremely behind and kind of just give up on it. It wasn't until I went on a mission trip. I started it 5 months ago and I got back yesterday. So it was a 5 month long mission trip, and I was taught how to read the Bible fast and also effectively in a way so you can get the most out of it, but you're also going through the Bible faster than most people would. So, my first piece of advice is read for 1 hour a day. When you're going through this plan, only you're going to feel like you need to read more than you actually do. You do not need to sit down for 2 hours a day and read. Just read for 1 hour. It could be like 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes after lunch, 20 minutes before bed. Just get the 1 hour a day out of the way and don't try to go above that. That is your limit. You don't have to go anywhere past an hour. Number 2 would be to try and read one book a day every day. That's the main goal, but you're not going to be able to achieve that each time. If you see what I mean, there are 66 books in the Bible. So if you were to read one book every day, it would take you 66 days. So if you stick with this plan for 66 days, you can finish this in 2.5 months. It took me about 5 months, but I also didn't read every single day. So read for 1 hour a day. If you can't complete a book in that 1 hour, that's completely fine, because later on in the plan, you're going to be reading books that take like 5 minutes to read. Like a lot of the books of the Bibles, especially at the end, they only have like 3 chapters in it. That's it. So you could finish multiple books in one day later on down the line. So it's fine if you don't complete a whole book in the day, because later on you're going to be making up for that by adding on extra books that you didn't. So you'll be catching back up by that. You're already caught up, but so one book a day. That's the goal. Is try and read one book a day. And number 3 is read it like it's a novel. You want to read from Genesis to Revelation, and with this plan, this is also going to number 4. I'll just go to number 4 with this. Is skip the boring stuff, at least for your first time reading. Definitely, you want every single piece of the Bible is good. No, yeah, skip the boring stuff, and that's the most controversial advice I'll probably give in this video, but I just want this for your first time reading the Bible. Just skip genealogies. Skip any kind of genealogies. The plan I have, just put it up here right now, is the plan. It shows you which chapters to skip, and this will help you get through it. I definitely don't recommend doing this every single time you read through the Bible. I think we should be reading through our Bibles over and over and over and over again. But for at least your first time, I think it's completely fine, because you're just trying to get a basis of what the gospel means, what the gospel message is, and what the Bible is. So just skip through like any kind of genealogies where it's just going on about names, and I would also say for number 5, write down any questions you have. So this is the way that you can make this into a way that you can learn new things as well. If you have a question, like you read in Genesis and it's talking about Lot and his daughters, why is that something that's mentioned in the Bible? You can write that down, search it up on Google, or what I did is I would message my pastor any kind of questions I have. Your pastor, his job is to answer people's questions about the Bible, so you're putting him to work by doing that, so that's a good thing as well. And write down any questions you have, ask knowledgeable people about them, and or just search it up on the internet. That's fine as well. And then number 6 is what after. What do I do after? So the 5 things, 5 rules for it. What do we do when we're done? I will tell you the best thing to do after you finished reading the Bible is celebrate, go get some food, have a little like day of rest from it, then restart, go back to Genesis and do it again. I would say with the skipping skipping stuff, you definitely don't want to do it every single time, but probably like your first 2 times reading through the Bible, we should like try and go through it faster. But it's very good to like get the idea of the gospel. That's the whole point of reading through this fast for your first time, is just so you understand what it is. The next time, after like probably your first 2 or 3 times read through it all. Don't skip any chapters, don't skip any genealogies. Just read through it all. We should be reading our Bibles over and over and over again because it's so important to be reading our Bibles. We should be diving into the Word daily. We should be understanding what God is saying to us daily. We should be looking into what His heart is, what He is saying, what has He been saying through His Word that He's given us for 2,000 years. We should be looking into these things and finding out who this God is by His Word. So that's my encouragement with you today. And I hope this video helped you a lot. I hope it blesses you. My name is Taven, and my mission is to help Christians find God, help other people find God and Jesus, and also help you with any kind of health as well. I want to help people live their best lifestyle that they can. So that's my goal with the channel, and definitely spending quiet time and reading the Bible is such an important part of that. So I really hope this video has helped you, and I'll see you guys all later.